My daughter ranked first on the SAT, but her choice of university was secretly altered by my husband. Gianna's son has poor grades. If you attend a prestigious university, they will feel a psychological gap. You two should go to the same university and keep each other company. You can marry him in the future. Ellie stormed out of the house in anger. She had a car accident and urgently needed a blood transfusion. But Ellie had a rare blood type. Only Liam was a match. I got the news and hurriedly called Liam for help. Gianna's voice came through instead. Liam is busy. Do you need something? I did not question why they were together. I urgently said, Ellie had a car accident. She urgently needs a blood transfusion. Tell Liam to come to the hospital. Then Liam's cold voice came through, liar. Don't think I don't know your schemes. Liam hung up after saying that. I could not reach him again. That day, Ellie died. My heart died with her. I had just finished surgery and had not even had a sip of water when a colleague called. They said my daughter had been hit by a car and was severely bleeding. She was in a deep coma. She needed a blood transfusion within half an hour. When I heard this, I was stunned. My heart wrenched. Tears streamed down as I quickly called Liam. As a doctor, I knew Ellie urgently needed a blood transfusion. But Ellie had a rare blood type, and the hospital had no stored supply. Liam is helping me choose a hamster. Do you need something? When the call connected, it was not Liam's voice but his lover, Gianna Jones's slightly provocative tone. I would have been jealous and angry in the past, but I could not care about that now. I urgently said, Ellie had a car accident. She urgently needs a blood transfusion. Tell Liam to come to the hospital. Liar. I know your schemes. Finally, Liam's voice came through, but it was very indifferent. Would I joke about Ellie's life? She really. Liam hung up before I could say more. No matter how many times I called, I could not reach him. I cried in desperation. I rushed out of the hospital. From Liam's assistant, I learned that Liam and Gianna were at the mall, so I hurried there. Sure enough, I saw them hand in hand in a store. Gianna's son, Layla Evans, was following beside them. They looked like a family, chatting and laughing. They were very intimate and happy. Liam, I shouted. Liam turned his head. When he saw me, his face immediately darkened. He said angrily, Are you crazy? What are you doing here? You are so petty. His eyes were full of disgust. He thought I was being unreasonable and trying to embarrass Gianna in public. Zoe, don't be mad. Layla wants to buy a computer. I didn't understand them, so I asked Liam to help. Don't take it to heart. Gianna then let go of Liam's arm. Her words were full of sarcasm. She seemed to be saying, even though Liam married you, he still cares about me the most and comes whenever I call. I was not in the mood to argue with Gianna. I looked at Liam and said, I am not lying. Ellie really had a car accident. She has a rare blood type. Only you can give her a transfusion. Unexpectedly, Liam laughed coldly and said dismissively, Do you think talking nonsense in public will pressure me? Make me go back? Give up. I don't fall for your tricks. Zoe, no matter what, you can't joke about Ellie's life. How bad would it look if word got out? Gianna added, Uncle Liam, Ellie is fine. A few minutes ago, she messaged me asking to hang out, Layla said confidently to Liam. Layla glanced at me and assured Liam. In this way, everything was my fault. The bystanders gradually looked at me differently, treating me as a horrible mother who cursed my own daughter's death. In the past, I would have argued with Gianna and the others in such a situation. Liam would then protect Gianna, and I would be livid. Now, I only wanted to save my daughter. She was in the prime of her youth. She was so obedient, so sensible, and so hardworking. I didn't lie. Ellie is really in danger. She is critically ill. Please believe me this time. Can I beg you on my knees? I knelt down and cried in front of Liam, completely abandoning my dignity. You. Liam was stunned. He didn't expect me to do this. Oh, Zoe, what are you doing? If you want to make a scene, do it at home. You're embarrassing Liam in public. People will gossip about us. Gianna pretended to advise me. What kind of skill is moral coercion? Uncle Liam hasn't done anything wrong. You're just making him lose face. Layla hummed deliberately. Liam, who had been slightly moved, immediately turned cold again and said to me, Enough. Stop making a scene. Aren't you tired of this? I'm really not making a scene. Please, go to the hospital with me. I pleaded. I crawled forward on my knees and grabbed Liam's pant. Tears had already blurred my eyes and covered my cheeks. But even so, Liam still didn't believe me. He only believed Gianna and Layla. He pushed me and turned to Gianna, saying, Ignore her. Let's continue picking hamsters. All right. Gianna nodded. She glanced at me with interest, clearly declaring her victory. I just kept following Liam, begging him to save my daughter. But Liam remained unmoved. Buzz buzz. A colleague called. Zoe. She is gone. My colleague's dejected voice reached my ears. My mind went blank. Then my heart wrenched in pain. I curled up on the ground in agony. My whole body trembled uncontrollably. My precious daughter died. She died because her biological father didn't go to the hospital to help with a blood transfusion. She also died because of my incompetence. At this moment, my heart died. The people around us gossiped. Liam's face darkened. He shouted angrily, Isn't it enough? Who are you pretending for? Others will only say you're a clown. Get up, Zoe. Gianna pretended to squat down to help me. Don't touch me, I shouted. I pushed Gianna away and then got up. I looked at Liam and said, Let's divorce, Liam. After speaking, I turned and left. Liam didn't follow me. I didn't expect him to. After all, in Liam's heart, Gianna and Layla were his top priority. Ellie and I were insignificant.